Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to do a little quick recipe. It's a Bobby Flay inspired because I love Bobby Flay. It's going to be some sauteed kale. What you guys are going to need for this recipe is some chicken broth, some pink Himalayan salt, also some black pepper, and 2 cloves of garlic. Sorry you guys. And some olive oil right there. Inside there I have grapeseed oil though. And I'm adding, this is optional, I love onions, so I'm adding some red onions to the sauteed kale. You guys do not have to add this, but yeah, and of course you need some kale. So what I am going to do is thinly slice the garlic. You want it to be finely sliced if it was up to me. I don't know why I didn't add more garlic, but I usually double every recipe when it says garlic. So it usually say 2 cloves of garlic, I would do 4, but it was like a last minute side that me and Andy wanted to add. We wanted to add some greens, and I decided to make some sauteed kale, and I wanted to look up one with Bobby Flay because I love Bobby Flay. If you love Bobby Flay, comment below because I love watching Beat Bobby Flay on the Food Network. So these are how the garlic's supposed to be looking, finely sliced. And now I'm just gonna slice up some red onions. Yeah, nothing special about it, just slice up the red onions. And guys, I'm also going to be leaving the whole recipe in the description box, so if you guys wanted to make this easy side dish, you guys can. And of course it's healthy, it's Dr. Sebi approved. Get you some kale, sis, get you some kale. I really like kale cooked, sauteed. I like it fried, I like it raw, or just like in a salad. So yeah, I really started getting into kale like probably 3 months ago, and I adore it. I really do enjoy eating some kale. Get your greens in, sis, get your greens in. I'm just finished slicing up the onions. I put a lot of onions in this. But I just really love onions. Sorry guys if I sound like tired because it's like midnight right now, okay? So you're gonna need a cup. Oh, I lied. You're gonna need a half a cup of vegetable stock. Right there, I'm using chicken stock though. Low sodium. You can use vegetable stock, you can use beef stock, you can use water if you want. I'm just using a half a cup of that because I'm gonna need that for the kale. So get your oven heated, medium high heat, and I'm just putting like 3 tablespoons of grapeseed oil in the pan to get it all hot and ready so I can put my veggies in. I'm just moving the oil all around the pan so it can be evenly distributed for my veggies, for my garlic and my onions. I'm just gonna put that in, and you want to just cook it until it's like soft. You don't want it to burn, or you don't want it to get any color to it, so just cook it till it's soft so you smell the fragrance. So after I allowed the veggies to cook down a little bit, I'm adding my chicken stock to the veggies, and then I'm just gonna add my kale to it. And it's up to you how much kale you want. The recipe calls for like 1.5 pounds of kale, but I don't know what a 1.5 pounds is. I just get some handfuls and put it up in there because of course it's just like spinach, it's gonna wilt down. So if you're making it for a big family, then you might probably want to use the whole bag. If you wanted to add any like what you call those, ham hocks to this, you can make this in a pot and then just add some ham hocks and give it that flavor. But nobody got time for that, and I don't cook like that, so I ain't have no ham hocks to put up in there. But it's just like a little quick side dish. That night we were eating salmon, baked potatoes, and I decided to make this kale on the side. So after you put the kale in there, then you just let it sit for like 5 minutes and let it simmer. And then after you let it simmer, then that's when you want to add your salt, pepper, and I forgot to tell you guys are gonna need red wine vinegar. I didn't really care for the red wine vinegar, so that can definitely be optional as well as the onions. If you like red wine vinegar, then that's fine, but you know, just put salt and pepper to your taste, how much you like. Always taste your food as you go. A recipe might call for a certain amount of seasoning, but it's always about what you like, and you can tweak any recipe as you like to your taste buds. So it's no right or wrong way to add in any seasoning. And for this recipe, it called for 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, which I am gonna be putting in, but I wish I didn't. It was still good though. Andy and I enjoyed it, but I didn't need the red wine vinegar to it. Trial and error. So you guys gonna see me taste it a little bit, and then after I taste it, I decided to add more salt to it, and then that was basically it. This was like a quick, easy dish to make. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Thumbs up for more videos. If you guys want to see what I eat in a day video, please comment below and I will get that out for you guys. Bye.